Greetings once again, viewers. Chuke here with Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Well, I wanted to do a video on this new breed of micro 9s, super slim 9s. I forgot what Long Windy Road is calling them, but he's reviewing a whole bunch of them. He's got at least 8 of the newer ones, and he's calling them like micro slim 9s or something. But my favorite, and I still believe it's the king of this category, is the Hellcat because it's got the most capacity for the smallest size. Now, the reason I'm doing this video is I am now debating whether these are even necessary. To a certain extent, I think they are necessary, and I think they have a very specific use, but they're so popular and there's so many coming out now that I don't really like it. I'm actually moving away from these, and we'll talk about that. The reason is because I started carrying, and both of these weapons are clear, I started carrying a Glock 33. I want to mention this is the exact same size as a Glock 26, known widely as the baby Glock 26, 27. Back in the early 2000s, this was the most carried gun by undercover police officers. That has now been replaced, I believe, by the P365. But it's been very popular for undercover carry because it has a very small footprint. And we'll look at the micro 9s. It's almost an identical footprint. The difference being is that these micro 9s, and they're not single stacked. That's what Long Windy Road was talking about. The beauty of these is they're not single stacked, but they're kind of like a staggered stack and a half, but they're just so thin. They have now, these micro 9s can now go down to 1 inch or less in width, whereas this has the same footprint, but it is much thicker. I don't believe it's that big of a difference. The only place I think micro 9s have is if you're in a very hot state and you need to go very deep conceal. And I don't know, I mean, do you live in a trap house? Are you wearing skinny jeans and extremely tight t-shirts? It's so easy to have a wardrobe that is conducive to concealing. Just wear a Hawaiian shirt open over any t-shirt, and you can, there's guys that go around concealing full-size XDMs and 1911s and you can't even tell. So I will show the difference between this in a Super Tuck, crossbreed Super Tuck holster, and this much thicker yet similar size footprint gun in the same holster. And to tell you the truth, I am probably going to get rid of this. Now, I like it because it's very comfortable. It's a deep conceal. For the 2 hot months in summertime we have, June and July, this is typically the gun that I have been carrying, but I also hate it because it feels like you're shooting a deck of cards. It feels like you're holding on to a little deck of cards. It's so snappy. I don't like the extremely thinness of the gun. Some people with small hands like it. I happen to have small hands. I do not like it. I prefer a nice full grip like on this Glock 33. So, and if I want to go deep conceal, I'll just carry a small 357 revolver, which actually I believe conceals better than one of these. So I'm probably going to get rid of this. One of the reasons, I've always said it's the king of the micro 9s, and it is because of capacity. The trigger is horrendous. Before I get rid of it, Long Windy Road wants to compare it to the Gen 2 trigger. I guess they improved upon it a little bit, but I like the fact that it's got the optic, but I'm just not feeling it. I don't like the skinniness of it. I do think that some of the ones that are like a Glock 19 size but thinner, like the Glock 48, the Shield Plus Pro or whatever, those might have some merit, but I still don't like that skinniness. I could see how it'd be comfortable to carry. I don't like the skinniness of holding it in my hand, so I'm moving away from these. And I think the industry is getting saturated with them, and you know, that's gonna, LW Road is going to help figure out which ones are the best. But I mean, at some point they're gonna have to stop making these and just go back to what works or what's comfortable to shoot. Now, let's take a closer look at these being carried and just a closer look at the footprint of these. All right, here we go. The Micro 9, king of the Micro 9, the Hellcat. This is just a standard Hellcat OSP with, it's hard to pull, the 11 round mag in, so the flush fit mag. This is the Micro 9. This is a Glock 26 size footprint Glock 33 357 SIG. It has a custom RMR slide, so it's still a Gen 4, but as you can see, the footprint is very similar. There is about a centimeter extra of barrel length and slide length on the Glock 26 style gun. I don't know if you could see that. It's definitely longer, but the main difference is in the width. Significantly wider. The grip length is about the same, which is really, I find, very interesting. Grip length is about the same, significantly wider. Obviously, this is over an inch wide, and this is just under an inch, I believe, if not right at an inch at the thickest point, which is kind of the standard for a lot of these 9s. Now, the ingenious thing about this is how they staggered this mag, and they were able to fit 11 rounds in this teeny little thing. Now, the new iteration of the longer Hellcat Pro basically has this 15 round mag, and it is this length, which and a little bit longer slide, which would be comparable to this guy with the extra, you know, +2 Pierce grip in there, so that increases the length. Now, when it comes to concealability, where concealability shines for me is in grip length. It doesn't really matter how wide it is. I feel it's this grip length. This is the part that's going to print and it's going to stick out, especially the way I carry at 3 o'clock. So this thing, I don't really need this anymore. And like I said, I don't like how thin it is. I don't like feeling like I'm holding on to a snappy little deck of cards. I can control something with a nice fat grip so much better than a Micro 9. So I'm just not feeling it. And like I said, I'll carry my little snub nose 357 that actually conceals better than this, like a pocket pistol, or even at 3 o'clock, it conceals way better than this. So although I do feel that these have a place, these are good guns. I like the Hellcat. The trigger is just crappy, and with the same footprint, only a little bit thinner, for me, it's not worth it to carry one anymore. I'd rather carry this all summer, which I like way more anyway. So let me know what you think. Is the Micro 9 being overplayed? And are these type of guns the relic from the past? I don't believe so. I say go get yourself a baby Glock. Get a Glock 26, something you can get a good handhold on. And I'm just not liking these deck of card style guns. So let me know if I'm way off base, but it's interesting to think about.
My name is Chuke. I like to trade my guns just for fun, but now I have none. Oh, look, get shot by a bear, but I don't care. I got a 10mm. Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Watch you all die every time, guaranteed.